Hello everyone, this is LaRon from the Hairloss Center of New Jersey, SBO Hairloss here in Pleasantville, 609-553-7079. You can reach us at hairlosscenternj.com, or you can always send us an email at info@hairlosscenternj.com, and the NJ is short for New Jersey. I'm reaching out to you today because I just got a new shipment in of ferritin. And ferritin is necessary when you have low ferritin stores in your blood. Now, I usually research different books like this. This is from Amazon called Your Blood Never Lies. But blood testing is necessary for me in my trichology center to let me know it gives me an insight into how your body is functioning at that particular date and time. Your body could have advanced, it could have declined since then, but blood testing is sometimes necessary for me to get a glimpse into the root cause of your issue. If someone tells me that their extremities are often cold and chilled and chilly, they have frequent headaches, they have a lack of energy, that can spell a number of things. But when I get those blood tests, that helps me to evaluate a few things. It could be you're having problems assimilating minerals into your diet. You may need B vitamins. It may spell to me that you're having some issues with your thyroid. Your thyroid could be, thyroid function can be too low. And it can also speak to me that you are having problems with your iron. Now, for women, of course, if your iron levels are too low for a time, you can experience a degree of hair loss across the entire scalp because blood flows to capillaries in the follicles in your scalp. So if you're experiencing a problem with your blood, or there's an issue with your blood, every single hair follicle will be affected. And what will happen is you can experience a diffuse hair loss pattern where you're experiencing too many of your hairs transferring from the anagen phase, from the catagen to the telogen phase too quickly, and they stay there for too long. So it is our goal as a trichologist to find out those keys that are hampering your hair from proper hair growth. Now, I'm talking today with you about Advanced Trichology Ferritin. Now, you can find this on my website. But ferritin, and this also contains iron, and it's a necessary storage component in our bodies. Iron helps form heme and hemoglobin in our system. Now, hemoglobin is needed in our bloodstream to carry oxygen to the tissues, and it's needed to carry oxygen to our muscles and for different vital functions in the body. So when our hemoglobin levels are low, from our intake of protein and from our intake of iron-rich sources and iron tablets and things like that, depending on the type of iron, sometimes our iron levels can get too low. And what happens is when our iron levels get too low, it pulls from an inside storage unit called ferritin. Now, sometimes because our iron levels are too low, or our ferritin levels have to kick in because of a temporary issue, this is what helps to keep our reserves at a certain level. So if we happen to delve into a time where we are anemic, that ferritin won't get too drained and too low because you have adequate stores. But sometimes it happens. A client will say to me, my hair is thinning, I'm going to get my blood test, I find out that iron is low. Sometimes I find out that iron and ferritin is low. So we need to work on a few things. Sometimes you may need to get liquid stores of iron as per your physician. Sometimes you can use capsules, but what happens is sometimes it's very, very hard to absorb encapsulated iron. So here, what I'm talking about today is ferritin, because we need proper storage levels of iron in our blood to maintain oxygen. Now, if our cells cannot get oxygen, that contributes to the cells in our hair and cells in our body from dying off too quickly because they're starved of oxygen. So we need to keep a certain amount of iron levels in our body so that we can get oxygen, so we're not tired, so our body can perform different processes properly. So I just say to you, I'm going to read from, this is called www.chemistry.wustl.edu, and it's talking about the crucial role of iron in the body. And it says, Because iron plays such a crucial role in the body, it's important for us to maintain an adequate supply of iron to form hemoglobin and the other molecules in the body that depend on iron to function properly. Yet our bodies continually lose iron in small amounts through everyday processes such as urination and defecation and sweating, sloughing off of skin cells, and for women, menstruation. That contributes to further loss in the body. So to compensate for these losses and to maintain an adequate supply of iron, we should consume approximately 18 milligrams of iron daily. Now this ferritin and iron here, this is 5 milligrams, okay? Yes. Okay. And, right. Okay, good dietary sources, if you are a meat eater, include red meat, liver, egg yolks, beans, nuts, and fortified cereals. So when the body's supply of iron is too low, a condition known as iron deficiency and sometimes anemia can exist. Now for some, you can have too much iron, and I have met people in my trichology practice who suffer from hemochromatosis, and that can lead to diabetes, heart challenges, problems with the liver. So you have to monitor everything closely. So when you come into our practice and we request that you bring your lab results, we want to be able to do your review of your lab work so we can fill in the necessary gaps, because if your pyramid of your house and your vitamins and minerals are not where they should be, we need to fill in those gaps, because if we do not have the vitamins and minerals, the antioxidants and the omegas and the probiotics and digestive enzymes, your body cannot function properly. How do you expect your hair to function properly? Okay, you have to fill in those key gaps and give your body what it needs, because if your body is not getting what it needs, it will draw from the bones. You have calcium magnesium upset because it's pulling, alkalinity from your calcium in your body, which leads to brittle bones. And for women, it's just so much stuff. You have to have a certain amount of vitamin C and copper so the hair can form and go from the cysteine to cysteine in your hair, forming keratinization. There are just so many things that your body needs, enzymes, coenzymes, vitamins, minerals, to work properly in the body. You have to take vitamins and minerals. So this was my spiel for ferritin. So if you guys get your blood test done and you find out that your ferritin storage is low and your iron storage is low, this is the great complementary product for you. If there's anything I can do for you, please send me a shout, 609-553-7079, or hit me up on my website. Please subscribe, please like, please share. Your friendly certified trichologist.